Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's tutorial, I'm going to be using the Norvina palette. This is actually the release with Anastasia Beverly Hills, and let me show you what it looks like. It's absolutely stunning from the inside and outside. And without a further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started with the tutorial. So first thing first, I am going to be filling my eyebrows. For that, I'm using my Brow Wiz by Anastasia Beverly Hills in shade Chocolate. And I'm just carefully filling in any sparse areas. Moving on to the next step, I'm going to be using concealer by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is going to be acting as a base for my eyeshadow. The first color that I'm going to be using from the palette, it's called Love. And this is actually a beautiful pink color. And as you can tell, I'm actually going to be building the color from light to dark. It's always nice to build the color from light to dark because that's the best way to blend your eyeshadows in, and that way your eyeshadows never turn out looking patchy or unblended. It looks beautiful and it just looks a lot blended. And from the talks of the kickback, there wasn't a lot of kickback for this particular color, and it was really pigmented and it was very easy to blend. Moving into the next color called Passion. This color did have a little bit of kickback, but it wasn't that bad. And another thing about pigmented eyeshadow, it's always going to have a little bit of kickback. So if you experience a little bit of kickback and if you're not very good with dealing with it, just put a scotch tape and do your eyeshadow and take off the scotch tape and then do your foundation. For this particular video, I actually did put my foundation prior to doing my eyeshadows. So it's always okay because I'll show you at the while I'm doing the video, the eyeshadow was actually falling underneath and I just dusted off using a fan brush and it was absolutely fine. Moving on to the crease, I'm actually doing kind of like a semi-cut crease look. So I'm putting the concealer again and I'm just kind of drawing that crease on the inner part and letting the outer part just sit as is. The next color I'm using is called Drama. That's a beautiful color. It's super duper pigmented. There wasn't a lot of fallout on the palette itself, but as I was applying it, a little bit of fallout was there underneath my eyes, but it's totally fine. I guess the fallout was coming from the brush rather than the palette. But in any case, you can dust off the brush, but I just wanted the full pigment, so I just was like, you know what, forget dusting it away. I'm just gonna apply it. The next color is Celestial, and this is a beautiful purple color and I just love the way it turned out. As you can tell, the colors are very easy to apply. They're a lot blended and they looked amazing. The next color I'm going to be using is called Wild Child. It's a beautiful shimmery foiled pink color, and that's the one that I'm applying for my lid. The next color is called Base. This is actually a beautiful vanilla shade and it has a little bit of shimmer which is not very noticeable, so you can't even see that much. The color that I'm using is called Dreamer, and the next color I'm using is called Passion. Now the Passion, I used it before as well, but this time I'm just darkening up any crease area because I just want it to look a little more dramatic. So I'm creating that visible line right above my crease, and then I'm just going over my 221 MAC brush and sort of blending it out more. For my mascara, I'm using Bad Girl Bang Mascara by Benefit Cosmetics. For my eyeliner, I'm going to be using the eyeliner by Essence Cosmetics in shade Black. It is actually quite difficult to wear eyeliner when you have false lashes on already, so I actually wore my mink lashes, so I got them done few weeks ago before going to New York, so that's why it was kind of difficult for me to apply the liner, because mink lashes are kind of hard, and so it's kind of difficult to bend it and, you know, kind of go through in between and apply the liner. But I tried my best to do it as properly as I can. For my lashes, I just wore my Kiss lashes, and I am here fixing up my eyeliner after my lashes were done. For my highlighter, I'm using my Emrezi highlighter by Anastasia Beverly Hills, again one of my most favorite products. For the most part of this video, I'm going to be using Anastasia Beverly Hills, and Anastasia Beverly Hills is actually one of my most favorite products out there. For my lipstick, I'm going to be using Anastasia Beverly Hills as well. This is called the shade Poet, and it's a stunning color. You need to see how the lipstick turns out at the end. Isn't that color so gorgeous? Oh my god, it actually looks so beautiful against my skin tone. I just absolutely loved it. Now I'm going to be pairing it up with one of my other favorite color. This is actually called Nikie's Nude by MAC Cosmetics, and I like to always dab it in the middle section of my lips and then sort of spread it with using my finger, and it looks very beautiful and pouty, and I just love the color. And that's it. That wraps up the makeup look for today's look. I hope you guys have enjoyed the eye makeup look. And also, now going back to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette, I tried to use a lot of the colors from the palette itself. And to be honest, I have never been disappointed with Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes just in general. There is a little bit of kickback to the matte eyeshadows, but you know what? At the end of the day, if you're an artist, you know how to deal with kickback eyeshadows. At the same time, the kickback eyeshadows are the best because they have the most pigment in them. So as long as they're pigmented, a little bit of fallout is not a big issue for me. I can deal with that. In general, all in all, I just love the palette. I love the consistency and the color combinations. They are so different from the usual orange, burgundies, and all that color. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.